All right, so Pup passes away. My ex says that he's been thinking about a new dog the day that she passes away, and now, he's promising again that he's going to go to therapy and like work on kind of like his emotional like intelligence. And at this point I'm paying attention, right? Because my parents are gone, right? I don't have that underlying like issues of safety. I'm like really focused in on my relationship at this point. And I'm also now coming back to space after, caring for my dog that was sick that entire year, of like this conversation that we had the end of the year prior about kids and like how he completely switched and hadn't communicated anything there. So I'm noticing that there's some issues, right, with communication and like follow through. And it's now kind of coming to the forefront of where like I have the emotional ability to like process and deal with it. So of course, I don't think this is a surprise to anyone. Months go by and therapy is not on top of his mind. He's out with friends, he's out partying, he's out playing video games. Therapy is not a priority. And so I'm kind of seeing like, okay, this is the pattern. He's clearly showing me what is important to him, and I'm not important to him. Like, this is not the first time that we've had this conversation. And so I moved myself into the office and I basically told him like, yeah, I think I want a divorce at this point because I don't see that you're showing up for me. And his response, of course, is like, you're just going to throw over a decade of us together out the window without even trying to work on this. Like, I think we should at least do therapy to try to work through some of these things. And essentially, tries to persuade me to like at least give it some effort. And honestly, yeah, it has an effect on me because, like I said, I'm pretty enmeshed with our lives at this point. We own property together. We still have another dog together. Like, we've been together for well over a decade. And like, of course, I really like care about this person and I want things to work out. I'm just not receiving what I need from this relationship and not understanding why I'm not. And so I'm like, sure, I'll do the couples therapy, but like, you really need to do therapy on your own, because these are not going to be things that we deal with in couples therapy. Like, which is hindsight 2020 as a caveat to all of this. Like, I never recommend therapy to fix any issues with people. I think going into a relationship, you should just be okay with who that person is as they are. And yeah, that's just kind of like my preface to all of this. But like I said, I'm in deep with this person. Like, I really would want this relationship to work out, because you have to also remember the other insecurities of, I know as a Black woman in society, I am not a lot of people's first choice. And so the idea of having to start all over again is also like incredibly terrifying for me, because I know him, he will be fine. Like, even with all of his issues, like, he will be fine finding a new partner. But for me, more than likely, this means that I may be alone for the rest of my life. And so I'm not taking this lightly, basically. Like, I really mean that this is really causing me a lot of unhappiness. And I'm in therapy at this point on my own. So I'm already doing my own therapy. He's not. And so what I'm realizing in my own therapy is that between 2020 and this point in 2023, I had gained like 80 pounds. So like over 20 pounds a year. So I am very much in like a state of stress. And it's starting to take a toll on my body and my health. And what I'm getting from my partner is that I'm not a priority, right? Like his attention is fully on his friends, external, outside, all of that. And so I'm basically like I'm in trouble and I need some help. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break because I hear my dog, and then we'll kind of come back and talk about the therapy, the couples therapy, and kind of what happened after that.